Alrighty, we back. We in here. I enjoyed the last two chapters. What about you, JC? What about you?
I enjoyed it. A little confused on how some things happen, but you know what? We like nostalgia. We do. Let's just put it that way. We like it. We'll keep it in there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm down to get down. I don't know how far Trent is currently, but
Look, I was gonna say it offline, but since we're already here, do you happen to remember at the end of the video of the podcast last night,
Yes,
Trent said, "Hey,
I know.
he's like Chipotle bowls. If I don't react to the chapter, I don't need the Chipotle bowls. This is for that. I don't need it.
I mean, I wouldn't disown it. I mean, I wouldn't turn a free Chipotle bowl away. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, my Chipotle's been doing me right here lately. The portion's been great. I haven't had a problem, to be honest with you. Now I've been shocked by that.
Yeah,
it's got to be the TikTok thing where they started recording everybody.
So Trent, what did happen to the reaction, bro? What did happen with that, bro?
Man, I got a PS5, right?
Wukong.
Okay.
And then I got a PS5, and then I couldn't figure out how to get it set up. So I basically have torn all of my things apart, trying to get not get the PS5 set up, but get the OBS, like the capture card shit working through. Because I had it working on my Xbox, and for some reason I can't get my other screen showing on my PS5.
My shit collect dust.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be. My shit been collecting dust.
Yeah, if it ain't on my computer, it ain't happening.
Yeah, man, I had to cave and get it. I figured I'll play a few games. I'll make it worth it. I figured, okay, if I'm gonna get it, I'll stream with it, which I at least streamed off of it with just the PlayStation. But like I said, I messed up my whole setup, and I haven't really started. I don't know what plug goes to what, so I gotta go through all of that.
My PS5
But I'm almost done
is
with the chapter.
collecting. Yeah, my PS5 collecting dust, man.
JD, what do I have you on? I got you on Cash App or Venmo or what?
Probably neither. Probably neither, my boy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I got you on one of these for the shirts. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Forever ago.
Right, I was forever ago. I forgot all about that. I couldn't even tell you, my boy.
I'll have to look, yeah.
But yeah, my shit collecting dust, man. I said I was gonna get Wukong, but I never just got around the chance of getting it. Just been doing so much other stuff, spending money other places where it needs to be spent. So eventually I'll get Wukong.
Yeah,
No,
text me your
Xbox?
Since
text me your Venmo.
all right. Since it is supposed to be on Xbox, but Sonny Money had it. But that's a story for another day. But yeah. We about to go and get into it, man. Hunter Association Podcast. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know the crew, JC, Trent. We back. Talk about chapters 17 and 18, Solo Leveling Ragnarok. Chapter 17. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was hyped.
Why were you hyped?
I look everything we've been talking about since we started came in chapter 17.
Well, explain yourself. What you like?
I'm gonna tell you what I like. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. So this what I like, man. This what I like. I liked that we got Broki as a shadow. Remember, we was talking about that because we were like, this might not be a thing. He probably won't do this. He let Beru go ahead and suck all the mana out. Pause. And all that other stuff. He let Beru suck him up, and we was like, okay, well, I guess this whole shadow thing is just isn't gonna happen. And we also said that's also probably because he doesn't have shadow storage, and it'll be a waste anyway.
Right.
So when I saw Broki, I was like, hell yeah, here we go. That was number one. I'm like, okay. Now, bad thing is, I don't know how much time Broki got left before he just disappeared into nothing. Since your boy still don't want to get shadow storage, but that's a subject for another day. We'll get into that. But the fact that we got him, I was hyped. And then I said last time that it's a possibility, or at least I would like to see a Seal again because of the demons, and maybe we can see her. So I'm like, this is it. This me. This chapter was all me. In my Drake voice, it's all me.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
So I was,
you as soon as I seen it.
so I was like,
Yeah, too.
this
That's
10 out of 10 for me.
Oh.
It was 10 out of 10 for me. I got everything I
10 out of
wanted.
10.
I got what I wanted.
Oh, you know what? You like it, I love it.
Okay, but what you didn't like about it? Because clearly you're not.
I'm just joking, right? I'm joking, right? It's the you know, I didn't really expect, like, he has a partner in what do we call him?
Gray
It's not
or Beru?
Gray. Yeah, he has a partner in Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Gray lives in his shadow. Is that what we're doing?
He lives in the shadow realm. How he lives in the shadow realm?
Yeah.
Well, remember when Suho went to train? This is before Gray, when Beru was like, "Hey, you need to go here to train to get start getting your powers back." And he was fighting all the goblins and whatnot.
Yes.
So where Gray is just another part of that realm, which is the forest. And then that's also when he fought the goblins for the daily quests and stuff.
Right.
So that's what Gray is saying.
So technically, if you make a partnership with Suho, you can stay in that forest and you don't need the shadow storage.
That's what I was thinking this chapter. I'm not even gonna lie. I
When he
thought
came
about
out of
that.
the shadow, I was like, what's that?
I thought about that because that would be a, I guess, a workaround.
Hack. Yeah, it's a little hack, a little workaround.
A little workaround.
And if that's the case, if they are now, Gray is different. He is different. The descendant of a monarch. So maybe once you get to that level, other descendants of monarchs, you can use that hack, so you don't have to have a shadow storage. I was just wondering where it came from. But look, transformation is great. It's still coming back. Great for nostalgia. I still don't know how that happened.
How she came back?
Yeah,
she was forced. It was a force summon.
A force summon by who?
By the demons that was there.
The demons.
Oh, what?
You ain't read 18?
I went back and read it, and I was like, the force summon.
Yeah.
Who? What were they trying to summon?
I understood that they force summoned, but I didn't understand the force summoning.
So what they were doing, they was trying to summon a demon. In order to use the demon as extra fuel for the star crack. So they ended up summoning a seal from wherever she was.
See, I thought the summoning was the whole point of the crack. It was like, oh, we're gonna make it a crack to summon a demon.
Well, in this chapter, they said we're gonna summon a demon and use it for the crack.
Hold on. This is before we get there.
Because I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Before we get there, can we explain the crack? What they had an original formula, and then the apostles came and gave them a new one. Somebody that understands this better than me.
Look, man,
we started, instead of using, what was it, the hell something? They decided to use the new form, the zombies.
Look, man, I'm gonna also tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. It was some things in this chapter that kind of confused the shit out of me. I was like, I don't know if it's a translation error or is this really what's going on? Because another thing that
Correct.
confused me, and I know I'm getting ahead because this happened in 18, but when Suho was fighting with Broki, and he was like, Broki is weaker than when he was alive. Is it me, or is this a new thing, or wasn't this not a thing with Jinwoo? Because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, because if I recall correctly in the originals, in regular solo level with Jinwoo, the Shadow Soldiers was the same strength as when they died. And then somewhere along the way, something happened to where now they're weaker. Am I remembering that correctly, or am I just remembering something entirely different?
Maybe something entirely different. The Shadow Soldiers are always weaker when they're revived.
Because I could have sworn they said, Jinwoo said he's the strongest when he was alive.
He was stronger when he was alive. Yes.
No, because remember, because when he brought Igris back, Igris was still stronger than him. But if Igris was weaker when he brought Igris back, supposedly weaker, wouldn't Jinwoo have been stronger?
Well, I mean, I think at this point, it may have been more. I always assumed it's more of a fluke that he won to begin with.
Yeah, we could say it was a fluke. That's fine. But
yeah,
but it took a while for him to be stronger than Igris, even if it was a fluke.
Yeah, it was. But Igris still came back weaker, but he still wasn't stronger than Igris.
But did they say he came back weaker when he originally brought him back?
That is something I have to look at. But my understanding is that all Shadow Soldiers were weaker when they were first brought back.
Okay. Like I said, I could be definitely misremembering, but I was just like, I couldn't remember exactly.
That was my understanding of it.
Okay.
Now
that's fine.
That was some time ago.
It was a very long time ago.
I was just in this chapter, the first chapter. I was like, okay, they had an original formula to make whatever they're making.
Mm-hmm.
The apostles came, showed them a new way.
Mm-hmm.
What do we call these zombies again? The
interim. That's what you're talking about?
No, the zombies, the fire zombies.
Miss Burns.
Yeah, the Miss Burns. So they show them how to do it with the Miss Burns,
mm-hmm.
and it made a stronger product.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this is cracked, but it is made a stronger product.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, these hunters also make a stronger product. Are we not making the Miss Burns before?
I think we're just making them all Miss Burns.
That's what I was assuming, but it made it sound like they're just gonna just throw them up there and burn them.
Yeah, and maybe you just went over that, how are the humans getting the misburn? How are the humans getting the star power if they're
they sell
fuel for misburns? So they're the fuel for the misburns.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking star power, but the demons are also taking star power.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So who's supplying the star power?
The demons.
The demons.
The demons are in the kitchen with the baking soda, the pot, the hot water, the thermometer, the spoon, the knife to chop it up. So they doing all this cooking. When they finish it, they roll it into a little ball, put it in a little bag about yay high, yay big, and they ship it on out. Sometimes they ship it out in teddy bears. Sometimes they may ship it out in your Chinese food. They might ship it out, you might have a corner boy, he just on there chilling, and they just passing it out. I mean, that's what they doing. That's what it seems like they doing. Getting it to the highest bidder at this point.
Kind of interesting that they said that originally it traded off getting higher mana boost for your lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
But now apparently it doesn't do that.
Yeah, because
really it just gives you a higher mana boost, but it's not. It's for a week. The high runs out, and then you're done.
Yeah.
So now it's. I guess the demons can use it now without a threat of being killed or whatever from.
From star powder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah, they had the recipe, and they was like, this shit trash. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix the recipe. We're gonna add a little sugar, add a little salt, add a little everything nice, you know.
So,
And then one day they fucked up and they put in a mystery ingredient called chemical X. And when that happened,
girls. No,
and when that
we're
happened,
not doing it.
you know, it created this new star powder, and they was like, yo, this that ish. This is it. Now the only thing we got to figure out is how to make it last forever, like Keith Sweat.
All right. At least, from the last podcast, at least they have clarified it that they are weaker demons.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were worried, like, if they're somewhat supposed to be strong, then we have a problem. They're weaker demons. You know, thank God for that.
But the crazy thing is they're weaker, but we still didn't get a good indication on their level. I mean, we're assuming they're weaker, but yet they're around D rank, C rank, maybe weaker. And that's just assumption. We're not necessarily sure because I don't know. It's still not clear on that, on how weak they are and what they're comparable to.
Are we purposely leaving out like rankings and stuff like that right now? Is that what they're? I mean, we're real early in the story, so we just purposely leaving out that information because normally, don't we have like we would see like their names with a certain color or?
We did at the beginning, but I guess because they're
demons, we
yeah,
don't.
I guess
didn't
maybe
we see that with a seal? Maybe. I mean, maybe I'm just.
I don't think we did.
Talking about V or currently?
I'm talking about back when Jinwoo was, going through the Demon Tower?
Yeah. So you're talking about OG?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like we kind of knew how strong she was because a lot of.
No, actually, to your point, I didn't remember that she was S rank. I didn't remember that.
We'll get there.
My personal memory.
We'll get there.
I could remember that she was S rank as far as in the.
We'll get there. How dare they do that to me?
So that surprised me.
How dare they do that to me?
Look, man. Okay, but another crazy thing that happened. I'm trying to think of that happened. Okay, so they were fighting. We brought Broki. All of that was cool. The crazy part is Suho's mana is still low. But yet, he's able to summon Broki. He summoned the goblins at first, and then they got wiped out. He like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work. And then he was still able to use Gray for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So, does his mana not run out as fast? Because I would think just with Gray alone would drain his mana pretty fast. But it's like we got soldiers and we got Gray working.
I kind of just assumed because they weren't that strong yet. Because what are they to him, rank wise?
You talking about the demons or you talking about the shadows?
Shadows, like Broki and private.
I don't think they ever said what. I don't think they said what Broki was.
Oh, Broki came back.
I don't think they said what is. I could be wrong. They might have said it. I was probably just too hyped to really tell.
Also, hold on. The fact that he observed Broki, Shadow Realm. I mean, I get it because Sung Jinwoo really almost summoned Kamish after years, but just for Broki to have like the will to respond, that seemingly at least a little bit after his death, I don't know how I originally felt about it.
He said it's a common grade. It's not the same as.
He's common.
Yeah, common grade.
So I guess it's like.
It really seems to be military based. It seems to be kind of more of a.
I guess it's like iron or tank, I'm assuming.
We are not putting them on the same level.
But they wasn't they common grade when they came back?
They were like,
Because I think Igris was the only elite one. I'm pretty sure they were common.
How many days has went from last when he defeated Broki?
I have no idea.
I thought
at least a couple days. No, what? At least a couple days.
I thought Beru died, ate his whole corpse.
Well, apparently he sucked the mana out of him. Pause. But that's what the man said, bro. Holly said technically Suho is half. What? I wish this damn thing can get out of my way because I really can't read it. Okay, half human, so we can't really compare him to Sun Jinwoo progress. So it's half human. I mean, he's half human, half monarch. But
he said, "I preserved the remaining corpse and devoured enough to read his memory." So apparently he devoured the corpse also, because you have to have a corpse there to arise it. That's where the shadows come from, right? It's the corpse.
I would assume so. Yes, the soul of the corpse.
So I guess after a couple days. See, I understand it's early, right? They don't have to give us answers early. That's the whole point of it. They want you to speculate. They want you to figure it out. And we're going to give it. I want to give it the fact that it's early.
But I don't want to use headcanon for like 50 chapters before we get answers.
Maybe we won't. But as of right now, it's definitely headcanon.
Oh, I hate headcanon.
I mean, I know you're experienced and used to some stories doing differently, but you know what? It's where we are right now. We understand where Jinwoo came from. We understand that Suho has some of his powers. Maybe at the end of the day, all of them. But we'll have to go with it. You know, it's not like it's bad, but there's just so many questions that they're not gonna get answered until later. Hopefully, I said hopefully.
Hopefully, that is definitely hope, and fully.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah. There's you know how that goes. There's a 50% chance we're not getting those answers, but it's almost like the author kind of was like, yo, he's struggling to find out to figure out how he's gonna do the power system as well. You know, he's struggling to figure out okay, because this nigga's right now, appearance wise, he looks crazy. He looks OP. He's not yet. Clearly, we know he's lower level, but this nigga's white hair, gauntlets, shadow soldiers out, fucking wolf companion, fusion, big wolf shadow homie,
fusion,
Beru and a pocket Beru.
Got pocket Beru.
Got a pocket Beru.
On paper, he looks crazy.
That is true,
but we know he's not there yet.
Holly said we'll get answers. She promised.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know.
Thank you.
It's just crazy to have soul leveling that the OG, and then now you have this one. You're like, well, he kind of starts. He looks like his dad. Doing what his dad does, but he's still weak. Which is shocking. Not really weak, but yes, weak.
Not really.
We haven't seen very much. It's been, I think, on the original, we seen a lot of fodder get taken out before we got to anything that was significant. And these people aren't significant, but they feel like it because they're so early on.
Holly said she want pocket Beru merch.
They probably got some out there.
I wouldn't doubt it. They definitely probably got some out there somewhere out there. They probably got pocket Beru. All right, so chapter 18, man.
If not, don't steal this idea. Anybody listening to this?
Oh, that idea is gone, my boy.
But pocket tees with a little tiny Beru peering out of it. Coming soon.
Coming soon. All right.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. On Redbubble. Got you. Coming soon.
Yep. With Teespring. Something.
All right. So 18. That's when, at the end of 17, we saw a seal, and 18 the seal comes in. Now, JC, what is your thing with this in a seal, bro? Come on, let us know what's wrong, my boy.
Before I don't want to do this. I just don't. You know what? It's early on. When Beru said she was as strong as an S rank.
He did say that, which I was like, since when? But okay.
I don't think that most people understand what part of the story we were in when Jinwoo went through that tower. Do you understand that it still was nothing to Jinwoo at that moment?
Correct.
If we would have known, put it this way, if we would have known that she was S rank back in that day, everything else afterwards would have meant nothing. Gojo Ryuji would have been nothing. Chahei
would have been nothing.
The whole Jeju Island
would have been shit.
Any S rank that you would have seen afterwards, you're like, all right, Jinwoo's already S rank. It doesn't mean anything. They don't matter to the story. They didn't eventually. We found out they didn't matter to the story eventually, but you would have found out that early that they didn't matter. Like, it still would have been let out of that dungeon, and quite possibly would have took over the world. Like, that early.
Now, okay, before I say something, Holly says she'll say this much. Many OG fodder characters get more development in this. So, now, I will say, as far as the S rank goes with this seal, I said the same thing. I was like, since when was she S rank? I don't remember this, because she got her ass whooped when Jinwoo first met her. I agree with you. But then I was like, okay, this is a different time period. Time has passed. She's been in the demon world. Assuming, headcanon, yet again, she's been training and all of this other stuff. And at the end of OG Solo, she was equivalent to S rank. But in here, she was equivalent to S rank. But because of the rebellion that happened in the demon world against her clan, and they pretty much sucked all of her mana out, pause.
You got to pause on that one. That's just...
Yeah, no Diddy. But, because I don't know who sucked it out. So, I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. I don't know who did it to her, but I'm just saying. She's now weaker.
Excuse me. They made it seem like if Beru held her, he's back to full strength.
First of all, Beru was an asshole, bro. Beru ain't had to be that. The Beru ain't had to be that much of an asshole to her, bro.
Hold on, let's just put out there. Beru said, "If I heal you, even at your S rank status, it's a waste of mana."
That man say, she was like, "Beru, heal me." He was like, "It'll be a waste of mana." I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, why are you so disrespectful? Why was he so disrespectful in this chapter?
So are we nerfing her for the entirety of the series until Suho gets close to that? She's gonna be slowly healing.
I don't know. That's a good question.
The same way Beru was slowly gaining his power back.
Yeah. Which I have a question on Beru too. All right, Holly said this is new timeline, so everything we knew from the OG is not canon. Author has a good cheat card.
Here's my trap card. What?
I ain't gonna lie.
I know her.
And that's what I don't like. It's like everybody's like reset at will. And it's like, okay, now we're getting everybody with a mysterious like reset buffer, which it kind of gets confusing when it comes to like, okay, Sung Jinwoo was almost outside of all of this and unaffected because he's still him. But everybody else, though they can remember being around Suho and seeing, and being whoever they were. For some reason, out of niggas don't got the juice like that.
But what else was
And
crazy? No, I was gonna just say what else was crazy was since when Beru had that damn skill. Cause he was like, yeah, I got this skill back now that I got some mana that I had in my previous when I had all of my mana. I'm like, when did you ever have this skill? What was the name of it? It was cause I don't remember Beru ever having the skill. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. I don't remember old boy ever having that shit.
He could control the ants at one point, but
that's what I said. I was like, maybe that's what he used to control the ants, but it was never said. But I'm like, couldn't you just have said that back then? I don't know. Because back then they made it just seem like he was controlling the ants because of his strength, not necessarily because of his skill, and because he was technically the strongest ant. And because he didn't use any skills, all he used was his hands and healing. That's all he ever used. He never used any skills.
I think, unfortunately,
we done fought monarchs and everything, and he never used skills.
This is one of situations where you have to chalk it up to being a new timeline.
Like Holly said, new timeline.
New story, and just like, hey, everything you knew from the first one, just take the baseline. Jinwoo's there. He has a kid, and everything else when it comes to characters,
throw it out the window.
Basically new. This basically new. You know who they are, but they have different skills because things didn't happen the way they did in Soul Leveling, the original one. So maybe he's eating some more people's heads off, and now he has. That sounded weird out loud, but anyways. And now he has new skills. I mean, who knows? Who knows where we're going?
I mean, I guess that's what we have to do. Like, everything that we once knew, we have to kind of throw it out the window for the most part.
But I still don't understand how you can have an S rank is sealed and keep her weakened. Did she disappear after this is over? Desummoned?
I hope not, because that would suck. And the only reason I say it would suck because that's what happened to her in the original. Like, we saw her in the Demon World, Jinwoo left, we never seen her again. Like, the last time we saw her was in the epilogue, and that was just like a brief image of her, but it wasn't nothing crazy, and that was it. So I'm like, if they're gonna bring her back for a little something more meaningful.
What you gonna do? You can't. There are no elves in this. Elves, it's not demon elf, whatever she is. They're not in this world, are they?
Bro, I don't know what's in this world at this point. I don't know what the hell
going on. The hat on her and say like, hey, she's normal. Let her walk around.
Why not? They'll probably think she cosplaying.
Nah, they're gonna give her some sort of ring or something that makes her look human.
Bro.
I'm telling you, they doing it. Give me the trope. I need the trope.
Give you the trope?
I need her. And they're gonna give her something that keeps her weak. Like around a B rank or something. That's just... She can't be S rank out here with all that aura and be like, oh, I'm just
here.
Maybe when she partners with Suho, her level goes down.
You mean partner like great partner?
Yeah.
Ain't no goddamn way, bro. Ain't no goddamn way they gonna fuse Suho and Isil, fam.
Yeah, but you can't keep an S rank around this.
Why not?
Because she could tank everything. He's at whatever DC level. She's 200 times stronger than he is, at full power at least. So what do you do with that storyline? You just keep her around to do everything for you, or what?
Well, like Holly said, all she needs is her hair to cover her ears.
Oh, the wind blows, Holly.
Not when
the wind blows out here.
Not when the wind blows.
The first time she get in the car, it's done. We're done,
bro. What's up, Ninetail Phoenix? Glad you was able to catch us live, man. All right, but what do you think about all this, Trent? What's your thoughts on it, my boy?
Like I said, overall, I pretty much agree with you guys on what, like, makes sense and doesn't make sense, but chapter wise, I'm giving everything 9s.
9s across the board.
Yeah, I'll say 9s. I was pretty hyped for Masil's comeback as well. I don't like. I just kind of touched on the fact that I don't really like this like buff that everybody's getting, or not buff, but like debuff or whatever everybody's getting. But it's at the same time, it's like it's clearly got to make sense at some point. Like it's gotta. We can't have these comebacks and have them be like stronger than Suho, or we can as long if they're there temporarily. It just kind of depends on how this plays out. So I really kind of hope I know you were kind of asking JC if if you thought he was gonna or she was gonna stay. So I hope she does as well. But but I'm gonna say if I had to bet money, I'm gonna say she probably doesn't.
You can't have her here.
Yeah, I mean,
at least not yet.
I think if she disappears, we probably ain't gonna really see her like talking about it, unless Suho goes to the demon world. I think that's
right. That's what I was gonna say. Unless we get a demon world arc, then. But yeah, but other than that, he's already got a companion in Beru that is like overpowered, even though he's not overpowered yet. He's gonna continue to get there. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know, because I don't know how it's gonna play out. He may be Pocket Beru for a long time.
I think he's gonna be Pocket Beru till like damn near the end of the series.
No, he'll once Suho gets to the danger situation, he'll be able to go into his full form for like a good 30 seconds to a minute, and then he'll go back down because he can hold it like how he did when he first got here. It's gonna happen again, right? It's gonna happen.
I'm just trying to think if I actually like that or not. I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't necessarily. I don't dislike it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna be hyped when Beru does go back into his full form and just start bodying shit. But I don't know, because I don't know, man. I guess it depends on when it happens.
It's just too early for people this strong to be here. So if she stays, I can't imagine her staying here, being as strong as she is, and having a story. And maybe he'll make it make sense. Maybe we're gonna believe in, I don't know what's Arthur this is, honestly. Maybe it'll make it make sense. The Arthur, I don't know who that is, but maybe it'll make it make sense. But Suho's so low leveled right now, like having an S rank, tag along with him everywhere.
It's kind of late in the game to be asking was this Arthur like in cahoots with the OG Arthur, like giving blessing, like this person is the OG Arthur?
What, like supervising?
Yeah, supervising.
Yeah. As far as the last thing I remember, I think he is supervising. But yeah, he did have his blessing as far as like redoing it or doing the sequel.
Well,
and in fact, I better not see Sun Jinwoo like in the flesh. I don't want to see him.
You don't want to see him?
If he comes,
it depends. It depends on when he comes. It depends on
like towards the end. Like,
oh yeah. What
do I need him here for right now?
I kind of have to agree with that.
At this point, then, this is based off a light novel is currently going, right?
Yeah, it's currently going.
As far as the light novel,
I think someone said like 260 something chapters is at currently.
Okay. I can fuck with it.
I need it to go for. I need him to
send slower. Like I said, this combination of shit he has is almost a little overwhelming because it's like this thing is going Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want him to grow at a nice pace.
True.
What is he, level 20 now or something like that?
Yeah, level 20.
I don't know why I feel like he is growing slow. I feel like he is.
You know,
Like,
I'm not complaining that he's not, but I want him to continue to grow slow. But I do still feel like he's got too much going on. Like, you know, he's got the regular, you know, the system, the new additions to the system that we have, the like companion portion, this demon aspect, the daily quests, the shadow soldiers, the new implications of the powers. Like I said, I think it's a little too much for the author to even keep up with.
does it feel like he doesn't have like a regular life right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's just a
Oh yeah, that man life gone. It is out of
You
here.
don't think he's gonna,
Fucking
you know, just
he's a meathead. Just daddle.
okay? Well, no regular life, no character development, no nothing.
I mean,
Let's be honest. The original Solo character development was out the window. You just
In comparison, I was gonna say this original Solo is blowing this out the water when it comes to character development. Think about the
Wow.
beginning. Yeah, think about the beginning. We didn't really like we didn't spend a lot of time getting to know the characters, but we did have like we had the interactions between Sung, like that took a minute. We had the interactions between Sung Jinwoo. We at least had like a plot point of his home life. We had his mom shit to go through. We had Jin-Oh and keeping his secret. Like we had him coming back from the dungeon and having to keep it low key. Like we did have at least his lifestyle. You know, like we had some lifestyle fleshing out. And this nigga's just like, he's like, oh okay, I'm spending time in the Shadow Realm. I'm going in the dungeon. With the dungeon homie. And when the shit gets hot, I'm sending the dungeon homie out of here, the minor homie, and then I'm gonna handle the business. Then I'm gonna go back to the Shadow Realm, and I'm gonna rerun that same thing over again.
okay, I
So
will say in Suho's defense, he did have some character development. I mean, okay, we knew a little bit of when he was a baby and what he did. We knew when he originally went to the test dungeon that Jinwoo set up for him. His character development was in there. He had a little bit of a home life afterwards. At the beginning, when Jin and Cha disappeared, he's staying with his uncle, who we're assuming is Jin-Oh. Also,
that's not development. I can't give you these because.
But you just said home life. I'm just saying
we didn't
his
see
home
any
life.
of that. We really didn't see like you said. Okay, I don't really even count the baby flashback crap because it's like, oh hey, you were a goat and then we ripped it away from you, and like now you're here at reset. And then with the Jin-Oh shit, you said we're speculating, we're probably right. But this nigga has no like we really don't spend time like in an OG Solo, like we spent a half a chapter like with this nigga just like in the real world doing things, like having to handle like how it would actually make sense.
We didn't. Here's the thing. With the original Solo, it wasn't that his character development, he went through character development, like character development happened to him. Like we were told that his mom had a sickness. We were told that he was poor. Like we
seen his sister. We saw the interactions. We saw him go.
We saw the interaction. You can say the same thing with his new friend. His new friend is just a different Jin-Oh. It's just, hey, we have funny moments. We have funny moments with the new friend. New friend is hanging around him.
He's a trash Jin-Oh, but yeah.
Jin-Oh had
at least Jin-Oh had money, bro. Like this dude ain't got nothing.
And Jin-Oh had
this dude's a teacher's assistant, bro. He ain't got shit.
Yeah, and Jin-Oh had like he still had more fleshing out. Like he still.
But Jin-Oh was so much later in the story though. Like you.
That's true. But we still needed we seen Jin-Oh at the coffee shop type shit. Like we had to flesh it out. Jin-Oh was handling business on the back end. This is just a minor homie that's being used.
Yeah, but once again, we're 18 chapters in.
Yeah, true.
But in fairness, where were we 18 chapters in with all of the stuff Trent is talking about?
Solo?
Well, at chapter 18 in Solo, where were we?
I don't know. Yeah, somebody look it up. But
look that up.
But as far either way, we had I think we still got that point beat by just the original dungeon alone. The conversations and like the figuring out like Sung Jin Woo's figuring out of like the rules of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
We were fleshing. We weren't really fleshing him out. I agree with what JC said. Like shit was happening to him,
Mm-hmm.
but we were figuring out the whole story. Like yeah, we didn't come from, and we also watched Sung Jin Woo grow from like a little like we saw him like really train like but this kid's not really doing that like he ain't really like we really saw Sung Jin Woo go from a little shrimp to like oh he's like oh okay this nigga's getting buff like he's really doing the thing but this other kid is like he's a Super Saiyan already he's combining shit he's a god they're already telling you he's a god he's just slowly unlocking his god abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that since it's a Nepo baby, you don't like it?
I knew you was going there. I was waiting for it.
I was saying, like, he can't help that he has the power already. He's doing it different than his dad did. That's all he can do.
We're spending more time okay, let's do it like this. We're spending more time explaining the power system and his nerfs more than we are like, oh, he's got a power that nobody else has that he's got to keep on the low that we're all figuring out. Like he's saving his mom.
Well,
like,
I mean, technically, he does have a power that nobody else has. He's confused.
Well, yeah, I
with
just mean like we're
shadow
not.
waters.
No, I just mean more like that's not a part of the mystery. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that was a part of the plot point. You know, well, of course it's part of the plot point, but you know what I mean? Like that in the original Solo Leveling, that was what was fleshing the whole thing out. Like what's going on? You know, which maybe it's that's some of the newness factor, but it's hard to kind of get that in a sequel. But
Man, hey, nothing happened.
Okay,
right.
so
where in chapter 18?
17, 18. 17, he just defeated that big snake that you saw in the anime.
Okay.
The big
Rakash?
snake.
Is it Rakash?
I can't remember the snake's name.
Yeah.
But yeah, the end of season 1 in 18, that's when he kind of looks different, has a different body, and he's been training. It's kind of like a little bit of a time skip.
Okay.
So we have none. Like 18 chapters.
We had B rank baby girl healer. We had
C rank one arm homie.
One arm homie.
No. You're not gonna tell me that the very beginning when he got his powers, you're counting that. That all happened in the dungeon.
Say that one more time.
You're not counting everything that happened in the double dungeon.
Well, we ran that dungeon back, right? Or was that before? We had already ran that dungeon back too, right? Well, not that dungeon, but we already didn't. One arm homie come with us to the other dungeon.
Yeah.
And healer girl.
That was after chapter 18, but yeah.
Yeah, that was way later.
Right, okay. I don't know about way, but yeah.
It was.
I would say way later.
It was a good bit later. It was like I want to say at least like chapter 30, something in the 30s. I want to say
that might be fair.
Let's see what the chat is talking about. Ninetale said low-key forgot she existed. We had her early in the Demon Guard in OG Solo, and Jinwoo never brought her back. Very disappointing. Holly said she took a break from the novel and let it stack. She's on chapter 220 currently.
Yeah, Jinwoo had to let her go. He had too many hoes. Like a demon.
Already?
B rank, a fucking Chaha.
Oh man. Ninetale Phoenix said he want to see Suho team up with Jinwoo at the end.
You got no love interest for a young homie yet.
I agree, bro. I do think you need one. I'm not even gonna hold you.
What's that brand of anime? What's the culture like?
Romance. That's what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? Like, see, not seinen, but some like what's like the lifestyle name? You know what I'm talking about? Slice of life.
Slice of life.
Yeah. You like the slice of life proportions, which I enjoy some of that too.
Hey man, that should be.
I don't think he needs one.
You know he needs a quintessential day for sure.
Nah, bro. He need to get his whistle wet, man. At least once in the series, bro. He do, man.
Maybe, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put my first ballot for a seal in.
She's not staying in the story.
Yeah, as much as I would find that extremely interesting, I seriously doubt that would happen.
Like she was a part of the system last time, so she wasn't made from the system, right?
Is she free now?
I would assume so.
Like she was killed and then brought back in the system.
Yeah, but she free now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
She's a free woman.
they're trying to make a character, aren't they? They really are.
They should.
I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Ninetales said he would like to see the rest of Suho's family, like he has an uncle and aunt and grandparents. I don't think he has any. Is Jinwoo's mom and dad still alive? No, his dad died, didn't he? Didn't he say his dad died?
What? Did he die?
I want to say didn't Jinwoo's dad die again?
Yeah, he died. He started breaking apart, remember? He started going like into dust, didn't he?
No, I'm talking about time skip. Like, new timeline. Didn't this because his dad erased his memories, he got his memories to erase again. I'm trying to remember if they said he died or not.
Yeah, which means we're gonna run into Grandpa Wu.
I mean, Gogun, he died again, so I mean it's not wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, but he's just old.
I mean, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember currently.
You think we're gonna run into Grandpa Wu?
But I would assume even if Jinwoo's dad is dead or alive, his mom should still be alive.
His sister should still be there. Like,
yeah, his sister is married to Jinwoo.
That's where it's
So no, that's what they said. Jinwoo married his sister.
Surprise.
And knocked her up.
Real fast.
So.
And knocked her up. Wow.
Yeah, he did. He knocked her up.
We got a cousin somewhere around
there. Yeah. Shit.
Cousin's gonna be a hunter. I would like to see that.
I would like to see that too.
More than a seal being there.
Bro, what do you have against a seal, bro? Why can't a seal be there?
That's the only thing I have against seal.
Oh,
she wasn't S rank, then we be fine. Keep her around. Make her a comedy trope. Like she's always falling down like Sakura or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Make her the new Sakura, but right now she's way too strong to be around in the story.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Holly said it's still early. To be honest, Ragnarok has better world building. It'll unfold naturally.
I gotta believe it because the warnings were there for soul leveling early, and those came out to be true. So, you know what? We're going.
So that one more time.
I'm saying that the warnings about how soul leveling would kind of fall off were there early. People were saying like, "Hey, like just be ready for it," and that came out to be true. So I'm assuming, which my camera just went out, but still,
I see.
I'm assuming.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yes. My camera just times out after 30 minutes. I just gotta go press a button.
That's crazy. I like the screen though that he gives.
My boy turned into a Project Power Ranger. That's crazy. Oh man.
Gotta press the button.
Goddamn buttons.
Hey, you know what? I'm not buying a new camera. Costs too much money.
Shit, I don't blame you. I don't
know what I was saying. No, you know, when the cameras was out, you're not on screen anymore. The teleprompter went out, and I was like, I can't read anything else anymore. What happened?
Oh man. Ninetales said, chapter 18, he got discharged from the hospital, sent his sister to school. He's already thinking about his second awakening. Ninetales then said, hope Suho has a better romance than his parents.
What? Non-existent?
He said Suho's gonna get it. Basically saying Suho's gonna get one.
He hope he does.
What, a romance?
He hope he does.
Yeah,
Is that what he's saying?
No, he said he hope he get a better romance than his parents.
Yeah, his parents did. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that solo leveling had the greatest character development. Well, it definitely had more than what we're getting right now. But yeah, that portion of the story was non-existent as far as like like their ascent into like a relationship. It was like, it was like, okay, hey, she can't smell him. He thinks she's bad. They she fights some shadows. They go together.
Light novel wasn't too much better, honestly. It was a little bit more of their relationship, which wasn't much. It still wasn't much of it. He kind of realized that he had feelings for her eventually, like out of nowhere, but you aren't missing anything.
Rough out here, man.
Almost like it had nobody else.
Where are y'all reading these light novels at?
What is it?
I mean,
Audible.
I'm
on Audible. I listen to all mine.
You can do Audible. You can go on Tapas.
You listen to it? They that serious?
Yeah,
What,
most of
I
mine.
didn't know they had it legit like that. Like I didn't know they.
Yeah.
I think I got getting after the end.
Like you can listen to whole books on Audibles.
Well, yeah, no, I know that, but I just didn't know like the light novels itself were a big enough thing. I guess to.
It is if they converted it to it, but yeah, Ninetales said pirate. What's going on, Red Shadow?
His scans are there, of course. You really want to read.
Holly said,
I don't have time to read.
Yeah, Holly said web novel, Tapas, bootleg sites, hood scans. That's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah, hood scans. You already know about that.
I already know about hood scans, man. Shout out to hood scans, man. They do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it, man.
And I'm telling you, the beginning after the end, voice actor, amazing, great.
Well, for the Audible,
yeah,
I heard that. I heard he was real good. I heard the Audible was real good.
Solo leveling one is kind of trash, but it works.
Hey, as long as it do its job, right?
True.
All right, man. That was pretty much it. So Trent gave it all 9s. JC, what you giving it? Chapter 17, 18, scale of 1 to 10. What we got, man?
I mean, I'm gonna give it 9s. I wasn't giving it 8.5, but I'm gonna have to not deduct points because I just don't know things. I'm not gonna do that yet. If I see Thomas Andre, it's going down to a 7. Just let you know. Off rip.
But that's your man, $100,000.
Hey,
that's your boy.
Too.
Yo,
he's gonna be different too, so I can't even judge him off his past.
Yo, what if they bring Thomas Andre back and dude's a C rank, bro?
Well, I mean,
that would be mad disrespectful.
Well, I mean, if what do you call them? The rulers aren't there anymore, giving them the power, then he might be.
That would be so disrespectful, man.
All the nation levels shouldn't have the same power, right?
I would think if anything, they'll be S rank. They just wouldn't be nationwide is on your side.
Yeah, but that's what made them S ranks.
Weren't they S ranks before, but they became nation level because they pretty much survived commish. And that was the only reason they was in higher esteem at first, but only.
Yeah, but did they get stronger after that, or were they already had that power before?
No, because not all of the nation levels had the rulers' powers. Because wasn't old boy from China? Wasn't he nation level as well, or he was just S rank? I can't remember.
No, he was nation level.
Yeah, but he didn't have the ruler's powers. But he was
not?
nation. No, he didn't have it.
I mean, we got so little from him. I don't know.
I don't think I'm pretty sure he didn't have it.
I mean, they were talking about that the rulers give people power. Was Gogun? You had Thomas Andre, and then you had that one guy.
Was
We
Gogan
got
he
it.
a part of the Kamish thing?
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Did they even show all nation levels?
No, but I think you may be right as far as maybe it was just the original. Those people, the original people who set against Kamish were dubbed nation rank,
Yeah.
and at some point in time, I guess they got juiced by Selner.
Because I thought that they were the amount of people who had the ruler's power were equal to the monarchs.
No,
Which
I
we
don't
found
think
out
so.
that was a lie.
Equal as in power, but equal as in like they had the ruler's, gift. I guess you could say. That's
Yeah,
what I thought. They weren't.
All
they
the
weren't-
nation rank hunters were like rulers and like capsulated or whatever.
They got watered down powers because which was another dumb thing in the series that I thought. But anyways, we're not gonna go back into that. Hopefully, if they add it back into the story, they fix that part of it.
That would be interesting. Norma said the ones who had the brilliant light were nation level, aka ruler's power. But didn't I could have sworn they said something like those who fought the battle of Kamish, they were dubbed nation level because they survived. And they were the only ones who survived out of like thousands of people. Wasn't that a thing too? I mean, they was all S rank when they went, but because you can't, Jinwoo was the only one that could change his, that could level up. Everybody else, they was already what they were.
Right. I'm gonna have to assume they already had the ruler's power, but still, they were nation ranked because they were strong as a nation. I guess that's the whole point of it. But
Nationwide is on your side.
who knows? If they bring it back, just fix it.
August Tempest said they were like avatars of the rulers, so their powers were in fact watered down. There you go, JC.
We'll take it.
They were the great value of Kool-Aid. Great value Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's gonna do it for this one. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Let us know what y'all think about chapter 17 and 18 in the comment section. And we will catch y'all later. Anything y'all want to say before we head out?
I thought Trevor was gonna say something.
I thought it was
Nope.
JC.
I'm looking at JC.
Oh no, we good over here.
All right, catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.